Okay, so where are we? Okay, so he chose pocket sevens. I mean, I don't blame him, but I really wonder. What I really wonder is, where do you go? Pocket sevens. Where are they? I really wonder is that if I would have re-raise on the flop, when I bet 100 and he raises and he calls, if I make it 300 and if he makes it 400, with which seemed like a good hand he had, maybe he gets out of the way. He probably doesn't. I think with his hand, with a gut shot, I don't think he does. And a lot of these players in the sport game are fish like me. So I don't think he folds, but I think that's the only way I could have won this hand is if I would have bet 300 and he hopefully makes it 400 and he folds. But anyways, he shows pocket seven. So I really would like some feedback on this hand, on how you would have played this hand differently. Maybe I should have just folded free flop. I'm not sure. Okay. Pocket deuce is here. I mean, just stand play, limped, and I'm gonna fold here. Deuce 336 again. No big flush draws. I'm never playing this hand. I might raise here in a final table because people are playing tight. So if it falls to me on a final table, I would definitely be raising with these stack sizes. I don't know if you can see the stacks. Moving to next hand here, I believe I limped under the gun with ace queen king 4. It's a pretty multi-purpose hand. I could definitely limp under the gun, which I did. I could definitely raise under the gun. I don't like to raise because, I mean, a raise is not that bad, I guess. The ace 4, I have two queens, I have suited ace. I could also fold, but I think that's really tight. Especially with my chip stack. I mean, I'm pretty deep, and everybody else on the table is deep, and there's no short stacks. I mean, these guys 11,000. So I limped in, then he bet pot, so it's an easy fold there. But could have definitely, called or maybe even raised, maybe even fold, I guess, but limp seemed like the best option. Okay, and now we have, okay, so moving on, next hand, beautiful hand here. We're on Omaha8b in the horse tournament. Um, I mean, I said I don't like playing, any hands without an ace, but this is two queens double suited, deuce three. I'm definitely gonna limp. I don't know if I call or raise, but I definitely limp. On the left, he limped from the button. Small blind folded, and flop comes king jack 8. I'm just gonna I should lead out here. It just doesn't make sense for me to not lead out. Man, I think he folds. Hopefully, yeah. Okay, king 9, jack 6. That's gonna be a fold. Let's say if it folds to me, um, if everybody folds and it's to me, I'm probably just gonna fold my small blind. On the right, flop pretty garbage flop. And he leads out. I mean, I could see one street because he's. I mean, I'm getting like a billion to one odds because it's limit poker, but fold is fine. On the left, ace nine four jack is a easy fold under the gun. I probably won't even play this in Omaha. Now here is an interesting spot. I think a lot of people limp and at a decision. I would normally raise in pot limit, but the problem here is if I raise here, nobody's gonna fold. So, excuse me, and I'm gonna be out of position. So I thought the best play would be just to call and take a flop and go from there. And I think the flop obviously comes garbage. Yep, this is jack. So gonna be check folding that one. Uh, this guy is yellow because I have notes on him. I don't know what kind of notes I put in. Ace is 5-8. I don't have a suited ace. I have 4 low cards. But the reason I open here is because these two guys folded, and I don't have that many chips left, and I don't want to limp. You know, pretty much because I'm late position. I have a pretty good hand overall, but if I was somewhere here, I might have just left. And then we get called in a couple of spots. This guy is all in, and we see a flop, and it's a decent flop for my hand. I think I should see that here. My chip stack. I wanna win some chips here. I wanna build a pot. If I hit 3 or 6, and he raises, he doesn't have any chips behind. He has roughly 2,900. I have 1,200 left. Queen, pretty bad card here. I could bet again if he checks me. Except I know he's gonna call me. Might even, I mean, he only raises King 10. But I felt like betting here is not profitable because I only have 1,200 left. And depends on what the river comes. Well, he bets 147, and I had to call that. River's another queen. Now he leads into me, which is interesting because the pot is so big. I mean, there's 1,200 in the main pot and 1,600 in the side pot, so he could just be betting with air, hoping to pick up the side pot. And he correctly puts me on a low draw, but I have an ace. What I noticed was that when the turn came, he paused and then checked, which was either he had a queen, either he had maybe even a straight, but he had something on the turn, and he paused and checked. And I mean, I'm getting, let's see, 27, 3,000. I'm getting 10 to 1 on a call, and I have 1,000 left, and I have to put in 300 to maybe scoop the side pot because I have an ace. And it just, that turn, I just felt like I'm gonna get to see his hand regardless, and I just felt like even though I only have 1,000 left, and I could pretty much be saying goodbye to 1,500 if I fold, and even more. I just had to go on my read on the turn here and fold, uh, and I was just hoping he turns over a queen, because he can't have a full. I mean, he could have like queen 4, queen ace, queen jack, but I really felt he has a queen here, maybe even a straight or a full house. It didn't make sense for him to bet there because he knows I'm gonna look him with an ace most of the time. And he shows king 10. I was pretty glad for that fold. Uh, excuse me. Hand on the left. Um, one of those hands where, you know what, I like, for some reason I just feel like folding this hand, which is, I know it's a bad play to fold here, especially after this guy limped, but I just feel like I have to hit really strong. I have to flop like a deuce 3 kind of hand. And, I don't have a flush. I don't consider these flush draws because they're so low. And I was just hoping nobody raises because I cannot call a raise after all these people limp, because a raise would be like 8,000 blinds, or 800, 600 by the way. We have 22,000. And hopefully we'll get to see a cheap flop. Okay, yeah, we do. And it's a great flop from my hand, Jack 9. So we're gonna fall there. Look at that beautiful Jack 9. And we'll continue in the next video. I'll try to speed this up, I guess.